Greetings, welcome back to Pink Oddbird, and today I'm here to show you all some new items that I have Christmas. So I think it's kind of funny that all my Christmas books, this is pretty much the the same equivalent as this, and I think that is pretty much hilarious. I think this might actually even be a little bit more. But these are my Christmas items, okay? And I have some sets here that I would like to go through with you, and I will have all of these listed in my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and start the flip through. All right, so these are the first two sets, and I've put these two kind of together because they are sort of similar in color scheme. And so we'll go ahead and set this one to the side for now. This one I call more classic Christmas because it's like the warm Christmas tones, the burgundies, the deep forest greens, and really reminds me of that. And these are a little bit more on the religious side. So, okay, what I have is a TN insert. And so I just have this piece of ribbon holding it closed. There's about somewhere between 13 and 15 pages inside of this. And all of the TN inserts are going to be pretty much the same on the inside as far as papers, besides colors, and they aren't heavily embellished. Well, besides the trims. Okay, so on the cover I have some vintage buttons, and I just shaped those into a wreath. And I have a little bow here. On the inside, I have some, oh gosh, I forgot her name. And I will link to her shop in the description box below. And then I have some upcycled Christmas cards that I backed, some on cardstock and some on coffee stained paper. So a little tip-in, some silk here, some Tsunami Rose postcards. I probably won't say this each time because it's pretty, across the board. So an old doily here. Tsunami Rose. I love this little gal. Some, this is actually the edge of velvet. It has that sort of silky strip at the edge of a cut of velvet. That's what this is. Oops. This is an old Christmas card that was fussy cut, and I actually bought that way at the thrift store. Someone had already fussy cut it. And then a little tag that I made. Some more Tsunami Rose. In frame would probably be good. Some more of that trim. Another postcard, and I actually punched out on this page, but I punched it as a star, kind of wacky, but that's okay. It still does its job. Little stamp of Merry Christmas. This was also a piece of a Christmas card, and then behind it I have some coffee stained crunchy paper. I can't think of what it's called. And I have some trim here. This paper, I love it. It's like sparkly gold textured paper. Center of the signature. So as you can see, I didn't do all of the embellishing. Is really kind of towards the end of the pages with the this is the other half of that Christmas card. Hope there's not too much of a glare here. Most of the embellishments are going to be on the edges though. And with that, you can use these really to store like Christmas card pieces, tags, gift wrapping swatches, anything like that. And then of course, if you want to write in it, you just need to give yourself like a writing board to put, in between pages. Back of the book. There's my stamp. So that's this TN of Classic Christmas. And then what I did is I made a matching tag set. And even though they are matching, I will be selling them separately. However, if you buy them together, because they are meant to go together technically, you'll get a discount, and I will provide the discount in the description box below. So let's go through the tag booklet. To start, on the back, they all have an envelope that I made using Crafty Sabby's tutorial. So that's what this envelope looks like. And then on the inside, I won't pull them all out, but they all have a swatch of this lace and this trim inside the envelopes. Okay, so then each booklet that I made has 6 tags. The first tag is on the cover, and as you can see, that's the back. Some of them are upcycled Christmas cards that I've altered. There's a little tag inside of there. So that's that, okay? And they all have one bell. Each booklet has a bell. So inside the booklet, this one has this one. It's an upcycled Christmas card, and I made 3 tags to go into the back. I tried to make all of the tags that are in this fittable to go into these. So they should all fit. This one is meant to be a floating, so that's why it's not tucked in. It's meant to be a floating, but it will fit in here. And then also I've sized these so that they can also sort of fit your TNInsert in them, okay? So that's that. Now let me show you the tags. This is the first one. It says Noel. And then on the back, I have a tag that I made. A little Santa that says, see you soon. And then Tinsel Rain tag on the inside. And that just pops in the top. When I was making these, I was talking to Shayna, and she's like, you should do fabric pockets because it gives you more space with the tags. And I was like, that's a great idea. And so I did that. And so thank you so much, Shayna. So again, all of these have some of the same coordinating elements that are in the TNInsert. There's another card, tag. And then here's the 6th tag, another tags on tags. I think Dolly called it a tag. I think she called it a tag rabbit hole, which is exactly what it is. So that's that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then your ribbon, and then your envelopes and your trims. That's classic Christmas. Okay, so now that I've kind of talked through what we have, it's kind of similar for all the rest, so I'll try and do a little less talking. These here I'm calling Vintage Christmas, and on the cover, again, I have the vintage buttons, some gold fabric behind it, the heavy cardstock glitter cover. And then again, all of the ephemera inside of the books will match with the theme. Tag from Christy. Got some burlap at the top on these. This is a piece of a quilt. All the pages are coffee stained, and a lot of them actually came from my good buddy Reem. So check her out, Paper Pixie, here on YouTube. Another altered Christmas card backed on coffee paper. And another. I love the vintage ephemera of that paper pack. And the paper of that paper pack is really good quality. Another tag. And all of them have a tag attached to the crunchy paper with a bow tie paper clip. They all have that. My crazy stamping. One of these days I'm going to get it right, you guys. One of these good old days. These are really fun to make too. Super fun. Another altered Christmas card here. And there's my stamp. I have to put them in different places sometimes because they don't always fit on the bottom. So that's the TNInsert for Vintage Christmas. And the tag booklet that is to coordinate with it on the back. This is the envelope. And the trims are inside. And then here we have, the other one was velvet also, in case you couldn't tell that on the screen. It's just a burgundy velvet, where this one's a red velvet. So some velvet, sari silk, a flower, a bell, and then plain on the black on the back. And then here's the booklet, and again, like I said, these can fit on the inside. I think once you take the tags out, these will actually push in a little further, but they can fit in there. So here we have, this one's got some of that same quilt fabric in the background. And then this one I made a shaker. I used some old Snapshot acetate, and there's some red confetti in this one. And the pockets on this one are also pieces of that same quilt that's here and here. And then another tag that can also be used as a tuck spot in your book. Lots of different things happening there. And then this whole tag is covered in red lace that I got it from Shayna. And backed on some of Reem's coffee paper. So that's the tag booklet to go with Vintage Christmas. So I think for the sake of video length, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and then come back with the flip of the other two. So that's going to be Classic Christmas, Vintage Christmas, and we'll come back with the other two. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Until next time, toodaloo.